Hurricane Milton, a powerful Category 3 storm, slammed into Florida's west coast. The storm brought with it a wave of destruction. Homes were reduced to rubble, businesses were flooded, millions were left without power. The storm made landfall near Tampa Bay, a heavily populated area. The region braced for the worst. Evacuation orders were in place. Shelters opened their doors. Milton's winds howled. Rain lashed the coastline. The storm surge flooded streets and homes. The storm left a trail of devastation in its wake. The aftermath of Hurricane Milton is stark. The storm's fury left an indelible mark. Coastal communities are grappling with the sheer scale of the damage. Over 100,000 homes are damaged or destroyed. The storm surge reached up to 12 feet in some areas. Cars were tossed like toys. Debris littered the streets. Millions are without power. The electrical grid took a major hit. Crews are working around the clock to restore power, but the task is daunting. It could take weeks for some areas to have electricity again. The nation has rallied to help Florida. Federal and state agencies have mobilized resources. President Biden declared a major disaster. This declaration frees up federal funds. FEMA teams are on the ground. They are providing aid to those in need. Search and rescue efforts are ongoing. The National Guard has been deployed. They are assisting with evacuations and distributing supplies. Donations are pouring in from across the country. People are giving what they can. Organizations like the Red Cross are providing shelter, food, and water to displaced residents. Even amidst the devastation, stories of hope emerge. Neighbors are helping neighbors. Strangers are lending a hand. The human spirit shines through. In one community, residents formed a human chain. They passed along supplies to those stranded by floodwaters. In another, a local restaurant cooked up hot meals for first responders and those who lost their homes. These acts of kindness offer a glimmer of hope. They are reminders that even in the darkest of times, humanity endures. The road to recovery will be long, but the spirit of resilience will see Florida through. Section 5. The Long Road Back. The aftermath of a hurricane leaves a trail of destruction that is both heartbreaking and overwhelming. The scenes of damaged homes, impassable roads, and flood-ravaged areas are a stark reminder of nature's power and the vulnerability of human settlements. The road to recovery will be long and arduous. It begins with the painstaking process of clearing debris and assessing the extent of the damage. Construction workers and volunteers work tirelessly, often around the clock, to restore some semblance of normalcy. The initial phase is crucial as it sets the foundation for the rebuilding efforts that will follow. Rebuilding homes and lives will take time, effort, and resources. Volunteers play a vital role in distributing supplies and providing support to affected families. Community cleanup efforts bring people together, fostering a sense of unity and shared purpose. Each act of kindness and solidarity helps to heal the wounds inflicted by the storm. The storm's impact will be felt for months, if not years, to come. Flooded streets and homes, piles of debris, and widespread wreckage are visible reminders of the disaster. Aerial views reveal the full scale of the devastation, underscoring the long-term challenges that lie ahead. The immediate focus is on providing for the basic needs of those affected. This includes shelter, food, water, and medical care. Emergency shelters offer a temporary refuge for displaced families, while food and water distribution ensures that no one goes hungry or thirsty. Medical teams work tirelessly to treat injuries and prevent the spread of disease. As the initial emergency response phase winds down, the focus will shift to long-term recovery. This involves meticulous planning and coordination among various stakeholders. Rebuilding communities is a complex and multifaceted process that requires sustained effort and collaboration. This will involve rebuilding damaged infrastructure. Homes, businesses, and public buildings need repair or reconstruction. Repairing roads and bridges is essential to restore connectivity and facilitate the movement of people and goods. Construction teams work diligently to rebuild homes, ensuring that they are more resilient to future storms. Public buildings such as schools and community centers are also a priority. These facilities are vital for the well-being and development of the community. Volunteers and construction workers join forces to repair and rebuild these structures, creating safe and welcoming spaces for education and social activities. The economic impact of the storm will be significant. Businesses are closed, and many may never reopen. The loss of income and jobs adds to the hardship faced by the affected communities. Efforts to revive the local economy will be crucial in the recovery process. Tourism has come to a standstill. Once bustling tourist areas now stand abandoned, with empty beaches and shuttered attractions. The loss of tourism revenue further compounds the economic challenges. Revitalizing the tourism sector will be an important step in the long road to recovery. Section 6. Staying safe in Milton's aftermath. As residents begin to return to their homes, safety remains paramount. The storm's aftermath presents various hazards. It's crucial to remain vigilant and take precautions. Floodwaters pose a significant risk. They may be contaminated with sewage, chemicals, or debris. Never attempt to drive through flooded roads. The depth of the water can be deceiving. Downed power lines are another hazard. Assume all downed lines are live. Report them to the authorities immediately. Be cautious when using generators. Operate them outdoors in well-ventilated areas. Section 7. How you can help. Many are asking how they can help Florida recover. The aftermath of a hurricane can be devastating, leaving communities in disarray and people in desperate need of assistance. The good news is that there are numerous ways you can contribute to the recovery efforts, no matter where you are or what resources you have available. Even small acts of kindness can make a difference. Simple gestures like donating clothes, food, or other essential items can provide immediate relief to those affected. These contributions can help families get back on their feet and start rebuilding their lives. Every bit of support counts. Whether it's offering a helping hand to a neighbor or participating in organized relief efforts, your involvement can have a significant impact. Communities often come together in times of crisis, and your participation can strengthen these bonds and foster a sense of unity. Financial contributions are always welcome. Monetary donations can be used to purchase necessary supplies, fund recovery projects, and support long-term rebuilding efforts. Even a small financial contribution can go a long way in helping those in need. Donate to reputable organizations like the Red Cross, Salvation Army, or local food banks. These organizations have the infrastructure and experience to provide effective and efficient aid. Your donations will be used to provide food, shelter, medical care, and other essential services to those affected by the hurricane. Your contributions will provide essential supplies and services to those in need. Consider donating blood. Blood donations are crucial in the aftermath of a disaster as they can save lives and help those who are injured or ill. Blood banks often experience shortages after disasters. Volunteer your time. If you are unable to donate money or goods, consider volunteering your time. Many organizations need volunteers to help with various tasks, such as distributing supplies, providing support at shelters, and assisting with cleanup efforts. Many organizations need help with cleanup efforts, debris removal, and providing support at shelters. Cleanup efforts are essential in the aftermath of a hurricane, as they help restore normalcy to affected areas and prevent further damage, and providing support at shelters. Shelters provide a safe place for those who have lost their homes or are unable to return to them. Your help can make a significant difference in the lives of those who are struggling to cope with the aftermath of the hurricane. Check with local volunteer organizations to find out how you can assist. Many organizations have specific needs and can direct you to where your help is most needed. By working together, we can help Florida recover and rebuild stronger than ever before. Section 8. Rebuilding and preparing for the future. In the wake of Hurricane Milton, the devastation left behind is a stark reminder of the immense power of nature. The scenes of destruction are heart-wrenching, but they also serve as a call to action. Hurricane Milton serves as a stark reminder of the power of nature. The ferocity of the storm, with its powerful waves and relentless winds, has left an indelible mark on the landscape and on the lives of those affected. It underscores the importance of disaster preparedness. Communities must come together to ensure that everyone is ready for the next storm. This means having emergency plans in place, stockpiling necessary supplies, and educating the public on how to stay safe. As Florida rebuilds, it's an opportunity to create more resilient communities. The rebuilding process is not just about restoring what was lost, but about building back better. This is a chance to make our homes, businesses, and infrastructure more resistant to future storms. This includes strengthening building codes. By implementing stricter regulations, we can ensure that new constructions are better equipped to withstand the forces of nature. Engineers and architects are working tirelessly to design buildings that can endure the next big storm. Structures need to withstand future storms. This means using materials that can endure high winds and heavy rains, installing storm shutters, and reinforcing the overall structure of buildings. These measures can make a significant difference in protecting lives and property. It also means investing in infrastructure improvements. Roads, bridges, and public facilities must be upgraded to handle the increased stress from severe weather events. This is a crucial step in ensuring the safety and functionality of our communities. This includes upgrading drainage systems and reinforcing power grids. Effective drainage systems can prevent flooding, while a robust power grid can minimize outages during storms. These upgrades are essential for maintaining normalcy during and after a disaster. Climate change is a reality we can no longer ignore. The increasing frequency and intensity of storms are directly linked to the changing climate. Melting ice caps and rising sea levels are just some of the visible signs of this global issue. It's contributing to more frequent and intense storms. The data is clear. As the planet warms, we are seeing more extreme weather events. This trend is expected to continue, making it imperative that we take action now. We must address this challenge head-on. This means coming together as a global community to find solutions. From local initiatives to international agreements, every effort counts in the fight against climate change. This includes reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Transitioning to renewable energy sources like wind and solar power is a critical step. By investing in clean energy, we can reduce our carbon footprint and mitigate the effects of climate change, and transitioning to cleaner energy sources. The future of our planet depends on the actions we take today. By embracing renewable energy, we can create a sustainable future for generations to come. The journey to rebuild and prepare for the future is challenging, but it is also filled with hope and opportunity. Together, we can build a more resilient and sustainable world.